Something for women on the up and coming, having confidence in yourself, really believing in yourself and knowing that you can do just as good a job as men can in the same position.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
and in a lot of cases, better.
Exactly. Hello Wellington Live, I'm Olivia Cross reporting for Wellington Live and Wellington in your pocket. Now today I'm joined by Corinne Cole. How are you?
I'm great, thank you.
Thank you so much for being here. Now Corinne is a very successful business lady in Wellington. She's involved in property development and management at the moment. So I'll first start off by, what have you been up to this summer?
Oh, I've had a fantastic summer, starting with Christmas in Tauranga with my brother.
Lovely.
Very relaxing, lots of dips in the pool. Then 2 weeks in the Coromandel, tripping around the most gorgeous beaches.
Yeah, it's
white
beautiful
sandy
there.
with pohutukawas, picture book stuff.
Definitely.
And then finished off with a week in Havelock North, trying out all the eateries.
Stunning. That sounds like a really, really good way to spend your summer. Enjoying the weather we've got at the moment as well.
Oh yes, well I live in Oriental Bay, so it's a short trip across the road for a swim and a walk.
Yeah, definitely. So are you back at work now?
Yes, back at work.
Yeah. And how's that going so far?
Good. Yeah, it's
really
actually feeling
good.
very relaxed and chilled out after such a lovely holiday, so it's perfect.
Perfect. Well, we're so glad to have you here.
Thank you.
Talking about wonderful women in Wellington, I would love to ask, what's a specific piece of advice that you'd give a 20-year-old you?
A specific piece of advice would be take every opportunity that is presented to you, even if it takes you out of your comfort zone, because you never know where it's going to lead you and the amazing people that you can meet as a consequence.
Definitely. That's really something to think about. In your eyes, in the modern world, is there anything holding women back from success, in business and any kind of venture that they could go on? Is there one thing that's holding women back?
The thing that I see most regularly, in my past career, I had a lot of women in my team who were in their 20s and about to start their careers. And there was a lot of hesitancy and a lack of self-belief in their ability to do the job or to take opportunities that were presented to them. And so I think the one thing that I see constantly that's holding women back is wanting to be perfect at everything before they say yes, or wanting to believe that they have the qualifications to take on the job before they will actually put their hand up and say, yes, I can do that, or yes, I will do that.
Yeah.
They're sort of too hesitant, and I think we need to get over that and actually just, if it means faking it until you make it, then I think that's the way to go. But definitely just not being so hesitant and lacking in confidence, and having the self-esteem just to go for it, like the men do usually.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely something for women on the up and coming, having confidence in yourself, really believing in yourself and knowing that you can do just as good a job as men can in the same position.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And in a lot of cases, better.
Exactly.
Or providing a completely different perspective. So it's not about being constantly better than your male colleagues. It's actually the fact that you will add and believe in that you will add another dimension to any role that you take on, any conversation you join, any opportunity that you get. You will add value.
Yeah, definitely important for women to kind of look at themselves and see that they hold value in a position just as much as anyone.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely. So what's your advice for women trying to establish themselves independently? Entering a business, you want to establish yourself as a new person, as someone who's confident. How would you go about that?
My view would be initially to sit and listen and just sort of get a take on the room before jumping in with views and opinions, and just sort of see how things work out, and then not be afraid to speak your mind and offer suggestions, comments, advice, and get involved in things.
And what's your idea of leadership?
Constantly listening, being aware that other people have other perspectives and other views on things, and that your perspective and view is not necessarily the right one in every instance. So reading the room and just being there for your team, supporting them, being honest and authentic, and supporting them. So whether they're wanting to progress their career or whether they're having any sort of issues, personal work, being there, listening, supporting, and doing whatever you can to help them through that. I think just pays huge dividends in terms of the loyalty of the team to yourself, but also the fact that you then just get you just have a much better work environment, and you have a more collaborative, easygoing, everyone's working to the same page.
Yeah, definitely.
Environment.
Open-mindedness comes in a big role there as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
yes.
just being open to everyone having different perspectives to you and kind of being able to see everything and then draw it together, a general overview. Yeah.
But also being honest in your feedback, you
Yeah.
know. I think there can often be, in some situations, a lack of honesty and a lack of authenticity, and people can see through that.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you don't agree with a viewpoint, or you don't think someone should be progressing their career in the way that they want to, then just, you know, you give them your honest feedback, and they can take that, and then they understand where you're coming from, as opposed to sort of leading them down a path with them expecting you to support them and you don't.
Yeah, definitely being upfront.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Cool. So tell us, what do family and community mean to you?
They mean a lot to me, actually. I've got a very small family, personally, and so the fact that that is quite small means that I like to have them around me as much as I possibly can. I have one daughter, she lives in London, so with COVID that's been really hard not being able to see her very regularly, and I have a stepson in Wellington and try to see him as much as we possibly can, but you know, he's got his own life to live.
Exactly.
And then my extended family is around New Zealand, so it's just being able to get and see them. Yeah, well, I do get involved in the community. I'm on a number of boards, and I've been on a number of boards previously, and I believe in paying back. So we support a number of street artists and get involved in a lot of organisations locally, because Wellington's been great to both me and my husband. We've had a really great life here, and you get out of it what you give back. And so you can do so many things that make Wellington a better place by just getting involved. So, yeah.
We'll wrap up then, and I'll ask you, what's your ideal Wellington experience? So your perfect day out.
Oh, my perfect day out is getting up and going for a huge walk around Wellington, the hills, either Mount Victoria or up through the Botanical Gardens or up through Brooklyn, stopping off on at Arrow Cafe for chili eggs and a piccolo, and then walking home and either visiting City Art Gallery or some of the art galleries around Wellington, going out for dinner at Capitol or a mock, or a lot of the wonderful eateries that we have in Wellington.
Yeah, it's
having
a handful.
yeah, maybe going to a movie. There's just so much on offer in Wellington that it's hard to always choose, but there's a walk, dinner, and a good cocktail is always the best thing.
Awesome. Yeah, there's plenty to do in Wellington, so much to choose from, isn't there?
Oh, it's amazing. When people say that there's nothing to do, it's like, really? What are you doing?
You're just not looking properly.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's just
definitely.
Like, yeah, exactly.
Oh, cool. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's been really great talking about women in Wellington and just giving great advice to women all over the city.
No, my pleasure. Thank you for the invitation.
Thank you so much.